In creative writing, much of what you do is messy. Probably, can we say 75%? Maybe even more, maybe 90% is messy. So mess actually in creative writing work is currency. Now, what about this? What does mess have to do with flowers? If mess is currency, and these flowers look a little messy, remember the daisies, love me not, love me not. So they look a little bit messy, but if you look a little more closely at the flowers, you'll see great symmetry. Look at the purple one, how well organized that is. So at first it appears like mess. After you examine it a bit, you can actually count 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves per stem. Same thing with this as well. This looks solid, but it's actually not. These are the little seeds that will go messy in the air. So when you're doing your creative work, in creative writing work, or in creative work in general, most of the time you are making a mess. Most of the time the work feels like it's something you'll reject. So when you start to think about this messiness business, and you start to think about the rational mind and the messy mind or the imaginative mind working together, and when you start to think that everything around you, no matter how explosively messy it is, has symmetry. The most destroyed building, bulldozed over, when you look at it and pull back, you'll see the angles, you'll see what it once was, and you will see what it's becoming, even if it's becoming a pile of rubble. So mess is currency. And when you do work from the imaginative storm point of view, you're always going to naturally start in that messy place. So often we forget about the unruliness having great value because we're so interested in the perfection. Got to get it right. I've got to make the grade. If I don't do this the way I think I should, it will fail. Well, what fails when you start to think like that? What fails? Your energy fails you. And you actually overlook the gems that exist in the messiness. I'm going to pick the flowers back up again. You know, beautiful, just beautiful, and yet messy. But look so closely, look at that. I'm shaking a little bit just to give you a sense of the colors and the beauty of it, and the leaves behind me, same kind of symmetry. So when you do your creative work, trust that whatever you're making, you will have lots of opportunities to organize it. And the messier, the better. And one way to really warm up is to take a blank piece of paper and just mark it with crayons. One color, blue, red, green, purple, yellow, more purple, make it look like this. And when you do that, you'll relieve yourself. Your breath will get better. Your ease will come. And then you will think of something you might not have thought of before. You'll surprise your imagination, you'll surprise yourself, and you will just be working more and more in the delight of creativity. And that's really important. So mess is currency. Stay in your delight and let whatever unfolds unfold. If the flowers can do it, you can too.